Animal rescue.
That's correct.
Okay. Mrs. Reeves was the first person I contacted at the hospital. She was so friendly. It excited me. Because right away she's like, yes, I know what you're talking about. We want to help. And I'm like, oh, great, spreading the word, right? Isn't that what we've been trying to do?
Yeah.
So they're here, and Mrs. Flannery is going to tell us a little bit about the hospital. And then Kellen and Ailish and Kaden are going to read us their essays about what we learned. And we're going to do that too, so why don't you listen to their essay? Because they're really good. And then we'll present them with our toys. Okay? All right.
Okay, so I'm Deb, Miss Deb, and I'm the hospital manager over at VCA Blackstone Valley Animal Hospital, and I started out as a technician. I've been a technician for a really, really long time. So, what technicians do is we're basically, if you guys ever went to your doctor or a hospital, the nurse is there. That's what I do. I help, the doctor will tell me, okay, we need to get a blood sample on this cat or dog, and we get to help and do that. And help make the animals better, if they're staying with us for the day, I get to take care of them, make sure that they're getting fed, make sure that they're getting their litter boxes changed, or if it's a dog, they get to go outside and go potty, all the good stuff. I get to cuddle with them, which is the best part of my job. So if anybody's ever left their dogs or cats in an animal hospital, trust me, they're in really good hands, because the only people who work there are the people that love animals. So just quickly, how many people have animals here? Wow. How many dogs? And cats? Awesome. Very good, very good. Do you guys go to the vet with your parents when they take them to the vet?
Yes.
Yep. Sometimes? It's just like taking you guys to the doctor. We do vaccines, so they get their shots so that they don't get rabies vaccine. They get rabies vaccine so they don't get rabies from wild animals. They get a whole bunch of different vaccines. One of those special ones that we try to talk about too is Lyme vaccine, so they don't get Lyme disease from ticks, because that's something that's really, really common in dogs. Cats don't get it at all, but dogs do. We do x-rays, which is really cool, because we get to see the inside of all the animals, so that's pretty awesome. Broken legs, or if they ate something that they shouldn't have and it's stuck in their stomach. And surgeries are awesome too. So if anybody likes animals and you guys want to pursue something, there's so much to do in the veterinary world, it's not even funny. And just like I did, you guys can move up in the world and like manage a hospital. If just being a technician isn't enough of a fulfillment for you, you can manage things, you can manage all the people. It's quite a bit of fun. Allie's a receptionist, so she gets to be the first person who talks to everybody. Anytime somebody calls in, Allie's pretty much the one that takes care of the phone calls and makes sure that we get the pet taken care of the way that it needs to be and as quick as we need to get them in. Receptionists are extremely important too. So veterinarians obviously are very important. A lot of schooling behind that, but we have an excellent team over there, and everybody really loves the animals, and we do it for the animals. So, one thing that we see a huge amount of is animals from shelters. Our hospital in particular, with all the other VCA hospitals, which is it's a kind of like a corporate. There's over 500 of them in the country, so we all have similar ways that we do everything. But we allow people who have adopted their animals from Worcester Animal Rescue League, Sterling Animal Shelter, dog orphans. We have quite a few around here. They come in for their first free exams, so that we do, as soon as they get their pet within 48, 72 hours, they get to come in and we get to do an exam on their animal and make sure that the cat or dog is healthy and that there's not any problems, and we do that for free for the community. So we support all of them quite a bit, and this is just, it's awesome. I can't believe you guys did all this for them. get me a little teary-eyed. It's just so nice to see an out giving to animals at this time of year, because there's so many that don't have homes or are in the shelters that need homes, and this will go a long way to be helping them. So thank you very much.
So much. Selected 3 students to read what they learned when we studied how to take care of animals, and what we learned about rescues and shelters, and the numbers of dogs or cats that don't get adopted. We learned a lot about the statistics about that too. I would like to invite them to read their essays to the class. Now, Kellen, you go first.
Hello, my name is Kellen Fink. At my 4th grade literacy class, I learned that I could make a difference. We learned that animals need lots of different things. The 3 things we learned about were animals' basic needs, safety, and social and emotional love. We learned a lot about saving and being nice to animals. We read a lot of books on that topic too. I've had an experience with saving a dog too. The dog's name is Brady. His old owner traveled a lot, so he couldn't get love from his owner. My brother and I always wanted a pet, so my mom and dad asked the owner for the dog, and a few days later we adopted him. I am mostly writing this to thank the animal hospital and shelters for caring for animals. I am a huge animal lover. Thank you.
My name is Ayla McDevitt. One day we went to literacy class and our teacher, Mrs. Torby, told us that we were going to do a project. I honestly thought that this project was going to be really cool and fun, and it was. She told us that the project was going to be on helping animals, so we braided love tugs for the dogs to play with. And to benefit the Worcester Animal Rescue League, we also watched a video of people saving different kinds of animals. I think people should stop abusing animals and start loving and taking care of them. Let's all hope the world can be a better place for humans and animals.
Katie's going to read her essay.
Hi, my name is Katie Shea. This story is about my dog Tessa. Tessa is a chocolate lab and was rescued from under a bench in 2 months in Texas. My stepdad Dana told me that Tessa went to the vet and then an animal shelter. Tessa's picture was put on a poster that the animal shelter owner had made. Dana said he looked on the posters and wanted to adopt her. Tessa got shipped to where Dana lived. For Christmas, Dana opened Tessa in a really big box. Dana said he would always love her. Today, I still wonder if Tessa would have lived if Dana didn't rescue her. In reading class, we are making dog toys to benefit the Worcester Animal Rescue League. From today and forever, I want to help make a difference. In reading class, we read a book, Maggie's Second Chance. After reading the book, I learned that dogs should always get a second chance.
I'd like to invite students that are going to present our gifts down to the floor, but hold on one second, because I got to move the chairs. You can sit down. It's okay. The wire's out of the way, so we don't get tripped. Okay. Share between the two. Everyone had a part in making these toys. Everyone putting little tags on them. And even my dog made it to the poster. All right, we want to thank everyone. Say thank you.
We want to thank you too. This is just so much for the animals. That's awesome.
And we hope to raise some money for them.
Yep.
Awesome.
We'll
Thank
keep
you
you
so much.
informed.
You don't have to stop around clapping along. So this is the end of our assembly. So I'd like to present this big basket. I mean, there's a lot more than those.
Yeah.
And it might be too cluttered, so you can decide what you want to do. And Mrs. Burma, thanks for the little poster stick that you were showing. That was awesome.
You know exactly where we're going to put it. Right in the
Tell you,
reception.
I have a visual at home that is going to love this.
We have a lot of students that wanted to buy them, and maybe we can get some for
This is awesome. This will go such a long way for them, so this is great.
It's all good, right?
It is very good.
I don't
You
think
guys
this
did a
will
good
last very
job.
long.
It's all good, right? It's a win-win.
We might have to call you next year and ask you to do it again.
Well, the third graders have been asking about them, so
Yeah.
we'll see.
That's awesome.
All right. Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you, Mrs. Murphy.
You had your hand up first in the paint?
Do you have a question? Oh, yeah, no.
No? Okay, in the green? We do see some pocket pets like hamsters and guinea pigs and things, but we don't see a lot of them. We have actually a couple of hospitals that we refer to for them that the doctors are specialized in them. So typically we see dogs and cats. You.
What's the most hardest surgery you ever did on a pet?
Probably fixing broken bones. You have to put a plate in there, and you have to put screws in, and you have to be completely sterile through the whole thing. And it takes usually about 2 to 3 hours to do it. So I would say that would probably be the hardest surgery. I think you had your hand up pretty early. Yes.
Have you ever had another school ever done this before?
Not with us, no.
No, you guys are the first, and this is awesome. I love it.
That's awesome.
Yes.
Why do you get toys for the pets from the hospital at first?
Well, we don't have animals that we keep there all the time. So
Visitors, but it will like play, you know.
yeah, we do sell some toys for them, but not a lot. But this is awesome because this is going to go towards animal shelter, which they can really use the money. So this is we'll take everything else down and sell these until they're gone.
Why do you just sell them?
Because that money that we use, people pay for them, is going to go to the Worcester Animal Rescue League. They need to change their name. That's so hard to say.
It is hard to say, but I think this is a great job.
But they're going to go there so that those people can buy.
It'll pay for food and beds and different
Their hair.
medicine that they might need while they're looking for their new mom and dad.
Because you said that you provide some free service to.
Yep. Yep.
My dog has Lyme disease. Does that make them lose their hearing?
I'm going to say no on that. Lyme disease can do a lot of different and bad things to animals, including people. You can get a lot of different problems from it, but I've never heard of losing their hearing from it.
It was like some sort of tickling, and now my dog doesn't really hear well. Maybe it's the old age because she's very old.
That could
Most
be.
likely, yeah. Yes.
Have you ever done a surgery on a different animal besides a dog like that?
I personally have because I did my internship after school at a large animal vet, so I've actually done surgery on horses, cows, and pigs. Pretty cool.
How
Yes, actually bunnies too. Yep. Let's go to you in the back. To the left.
Have you ever saw it?
All the time. We see at least 2 to 3 a week in the black.
What was the reason why you wanted to become a veterinarian?
What was that?
What was the reason why you wanted to become a veterinarian?
I just love animals so much that it's just what I wanted to do was help them and fix them.
Okay, one more question.
You in the back in the black.
Have you ever taken in a pet that's got like shot by a gun?
Actually, we see quite a few with BB guns being shot by BB guns, and the BBs are actually in their skin and underneath, and you can feel them. So it usually doesn't hurt them horribly bad, but it's obviously not nice to do. It is painful, but they usually are okay from it. I do want to answer your question because you tried 3 times, so right there in the black. Yep.
Which dog did you get? What kind of dogs do you mostly do the research on?
We see see all different breeds. Labs. Yeah, labs.
A lot of labs.
And you know what? Labs eat bad things. And we do surgery a lot on lab animals